right? FightHype.com here with the underrated Coach Kenny Ellis, heading into a huge fight Saturday night. And before we get to that huge fight, I just got to ask you, because it was going around, what went down with you and Shakur Stevenson? I guess there was some back and forth.
A little misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I said something about one of his opponents, and he took it wrong. But we squared it away. Good kid. Been knowing him since he was 10. Real good kid.
Right. It sounds like it's like I said something about Yoshino, not you. You know, you're a hell of a fighter. I'm just talking, right?
Yeah, he misunderstood it, but good boxer, good kid.
Yeah, because I heard you earlier. You saying what some people have been around boxing a long time and said it's watered down. The fighters are watered down, but you're not talking about Shakur.
No, not the fighters. The game. Fighters are gag ordered. They can't say certain things. That's why I'm so outspoken. Like, everybody want to know what's going to happen between Ryan and Tank. I tell them point blank, we're going to destroy that kid, because that's what the fans want to hear. The fans want to hear. They want to hear it. So yes, I'm not going to water it down. We're going to destroy Ryan on April 22nd.
Well, I appreciate the honesty, and they get it across the board. Devin and Shakur, they don't really want to talk about Tank and Ryan. Tank and Ryan don't really want to talk about Devin and Shakur, but I'm happy to be talking to someone who'll be real about it. What do you think about the fans constantly discussing Tanks, Stevenson, and Haney?
That's what they want to see. It's their era. So after we take care of Ryan Garcia, it's only right to fight one of them next, Roman Chico, before we fight anybody else. But this is their era, the four kings. Let them fight. So then we go into who the next stars coming behind them.
What do you feel like your guy has that even Haney or Stevenson, other top fighters don't have, that'll make him the best?
All of them can box. They all have good IQ. But Tank got that hammer. Everybody know he got that hammer. So from rounds 1 to 12, if he's down at any given time, he's gonna turn it around. And some of them guys can't do it. They don't have nothing to get them out of trouble. Tank can get himself out of trouble at any given time.
Calvin was saying we still haven't seen the best Gervonta yet, and he sounds anxious, like he wants to see it. Do you think Ryan's going to bring the best out of him? We see all his moves, all his arsenal.
If it goes 12 rounds, so apparently he's going to have to do something special to go 12 rounds with Tank, and Tank going to have to bring more out of him. So if it goes a distance, you'll see more Tank, but if not, you can get the usual KO.
Well, talking to Ryan in LA, he was saying all those feints Tank showed in shadow boxing at the media day, working the jab, angles, pivots, pulls. He goes, he doesn't really fight like that. He's not going to be doing all that.
He can say that on the outside looking in, but once you get in there with Tank, he's going to realize shit is different. And then if you go back and watch Gervonta Davis fight tapes, slow it down and watch. See the tricks that he did. But it's too late now because he's only a few days away. He's going to get it, April 22nd.
Tank, he's very patient. He downloads the data and then knocks you out in the second half of the fight. But we've seen him behind early, halfway through the fight. Is that something you guys are more cautious of against Garcia? We don't want to get off to a slow start, or business as usual?
Business as usual. If Ryan come out kamikaze style, we're going to start with him. If he want to lead back in the box, we'll outbox him. But if we see the opportunity where we can get him, we're going to take advantage of it.
What's that like, though, for you and Coach Calvin when, you've had your fighter behind on the cards a couple times? Why don't you panic or start pressing?
Because we know, I don't care who's training you, every fighter gets hit every single round. You're going to get hit somewhere in the round. And you can't get hit by Gervonta too many times.
Is Ryan that kind of puncher, too, though, where you can't get hit by him too many times?
His quality of opponents, catch him out of shape, make them look good, they don't have it. They wasn't ready for Ryan. They wasn't in any shape. You go back and look at his opponents, they wasn't in shape for real. So it makes Ryan look stronger. Tank is in shape. They're gonna see April 22nd.
It sounds like to me, correct me if I'm wrong, you feel like one of the differences could be your kid could take his power and not the other way around.
Exactly, and my kid is a freak for pain. Tank is a freak for pain. If you hit him, he's gonna turn it up. Can you take the infliction? So be ready.
What do you make about, Tank was saying, we got people in your camp. We know you were hurt to the body. Actually, we heard you were stopped. What do you think? Is that just gamesmanship? What do you think about all that?
It's been rumors that he got hurt recently in camp.
Do you believe it personally?
Yeah, I believe it from the source. I believe it.
Well, Joe Goosen was trying to tell me any source you guys got unequivocally false.
He has his opinion, but reliable source.
What confirm or deny what Ryan was throwing out there? You got knocked out in sparring by a Russian.
False. Now, there was somebody juicing, not this camp, but a few camps back. They was juicing while they was sparring, but the juice didn't even work. We still did what we did in the sparring session, you know.
Did he get Tank, fresh in camp, not even just starting, and was juiced up, and Tank was just starting camp?
He was juiced up, and we got him, but we got him out of there with the juice. So, yeah, he was juiced up.
What do you think of that bet? You think it's really gonna happen?
We would love for it. We wanted to happen on our end, But normally when guys bet, real men pay up.
Yes. And we've seen him pay up. He paid up Errol.
He paid Errol the $20,000. So let's bet this purse. The bet was made. The world's seen it. Did you really mean it? Because we mean it over here.
And that's a 2-to-1 bet, potentially. We don't know exact numbers, but that would
Right.
be, if they're betting their whole purse, I'm imagining Tank's actually betting a higher number on the line.
Exactly. So
Right.
let's see if he really believes in himself.
Any part of you want to say, leave Joe out of it. Make sure Joe still get his cut, but
Yeah. Make sure Joe, everybody, just the purse. Everybody else get their cut. The fighters got to pay their purse though.
All right, man. And just lastly, I know you can't give away the game plan, obviously, but his height, his speed, it's going to be difficult for Ryan or for Tank to get in the range he wants to, or
if
take
you
some
don't know,
time.
if you don't know how to use your height, it's just the distance from your feet to the top of your head. So when you hear people say height, I say height don't fight if you don't know how to use it. And from what I see, Ryan don't know how to use his height. He don't know how to use his range. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be difficult at all. It might be one of Gervonta's easiest fights, in my opinion.
Damn. Well, we'll leave it at that. Thank you, Coach Kenny Ellis.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck Saturday night, man.